Hello again. This is me, DK. I am back to teach you guys something about this fantastic topic about economies of scale. When is economies of scale? Economies of scale occurs when an increase in the scale of production leads to reduction in average total cost for firms. Now, there are two types of economies of scale, internal and external. For internal, we have a total of 5 examples here. First, technical economies of scale. Basically, it's about large-scale businesses who can afford to invest in expensive, specialist capital machinery. I have a very good example, that is, national newspaper. The national newspaper would need to invest in large-scale printing presses which can increase productivity and reduce unit costs. Then we have specialization. This is about splitting complex production process into separate tasks to boost the productivity. An example would be the division of labor in mass production of cars. Now, let us talk about the law of increased dimensions. This is definitely something involving mathematics. So, this is just about increasing certain heights or width leading to more than proportionate increase in capacity. Please note that what we have talked about are technical economies of scale. Now, we will talk about marketing economies of scale. For this point, it is just about being a big firm can afford more advertising and marketing budget. Next, managerial economies of scale. This is actually a form of division of labor. For example, the hiring of specialist senior managers to do the disciplining. Now, we have 2 more, financial and network economies of scale. For finance, when firms are large, they tend to have the trust by the bank or what we call credit-worthy. Also, if a firm that is investing is small, they would most probably get a higher rate of interest, so we justified it as risky. And now let us talk about network economies of scale. So this can be explained by saying that the extra cost of adding one more user to the network is almost zero, but the resulting benefits can be huge as each could interact with existing members of the network. So, those were the examples of internal economies of scale. What about external? External, as the word itself explained, it occurs outside the firm but definitely within the industry. One easy example would be the expansion of transportation network, allowing firms to reduce their costs. That is external economies of scale. Moving on to the last part of this video, that is the diagram representing this economies of scale. First you have the vertical axis of average cost and horizontal axis as output. It does make sense, isn't it, since we are talking about the firm's average cost of production per output. Then we have the LRAC, which is long-run average cost curve. As you can see, it is in a U shape. However, that is not entirely economies of scale. Economies of scale is just the first half of this U. As you can see, as quantity of production increases from Q to Q2, the average cost of each unit will decrease from C to C1. Thus economies of scale took place. The other half is diseconomies of scale, so I won't be talking about it here. But in summary, it is actually the exact opposite of economies of scale. Quantity increase with rise in average cost. Alright, I have come to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching this. And I hope you will like it.